Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program, with Rick Williams, Sarah Blomquist, and meteorologist David Murphy.
Rick and Sarah are off. I'm Alicia Vitarelli, and the big story on Action News this noon is developing news. A fire tore through the roof of an apartment building in Delaware County this morning. A mother had to toss her children out of a third-floor window to police officers who were waiting below to escape the flames. Action News reporter Vernon Odom is live at the scene on the 300 block of North Sycamore Avenue in Clifton Heights with the very latest. Vernon.
Good afternoon, Alicia. What you see behind me here on Sycamore Street now is basically a cleanup operation. Two of these buildings are severely destroyed, several others saved here. The fire is out. Firefighters from several jurisdictions here in Delaware County were called into Clifton Heights to help out. They worked quickly, and fortunately, there are no life-threatening injuries here. The results, however, could have been far worse. The blaze broke out in an upstairs unit of Building C about 8:30 this morning. The Clifton Heights police chief says it started when a 5-year-old was playing with a lighter under a bed. It spread quickly through multiple units, which were destroyed, and many others sustained major water damage as the firefighters closed in. 2 toddlers were thrown to safety when their mother tossed them out of a third-floor window. 2 other victims had to jump to safety.
We had officers and responding medical personnel in the rear of the building where they dropped 2 toddlers from the 3rd floor into the waiting arms of officers and medical personnel. Those children were unharmed and they were safely taken from the building. And a teenage and an adult resident of that 3rd floor had to jump. They did sustain non-life-threatening injuries.
At least 8 units here are uninhabitable. Many of the victims are West African refugees. They'll be sheltered by the Red Cross. This 7-day-old child was rescued from the fire by his mother, who grabbed her newborn and scrambled to safety.
We heard people outside screaming, so we grabbed the kids and ran out the house as fast as we could.
Your baby's only 7 days old?
7 days, yeah. I just had him last Monday.
Alicia, again, no serious injuries fortunately here this morning. Investigators are all but certain this fire was sparked by a child, a 5-year-old, playing with some kind of lighter under a bed. Live in Clifton Heights, I'm Vernon Odom, Channel 6 Action News.
All right, well, happy to see everyone's okay there, Vernon. Thank you. Today is Labor Day, the time we take off from our busy lives to honor the American labor movement and the contributions made through our hard work each and every day. Right here in Philadelphia, the holiday was marked with the 30th annual Labor Day parade. It took on extra meaning this year as we remember those in Texas who are struggling to recover from Hurricane Harvey. It's also a last hurrah of the summer season. The Action Cam is live there in Ventnor, Atlantic County. It is a gorgeous day on the boardwalk, and I'm sure on the sand as well, as many enjoy a day in the sun, on the beaches, on the boards, wherever you can soak in that sunshine. We have live team coverage for you this noon. Meteorologist Karen Rogers has a look at your beautiful AccuWeather forecast, but we begin with Action News reporter Catherine Scott, who took in the sights and sounds of this year's Labor Day parade in Penn's Landing. Hey, Catherine.
Hey Alicia, this is where the parade ended up, here at the Great Plaza of Penn's Landing. It is a gorgeous day here. The sun is shining, there's a little bit of a breeze, and you can smell those burgers on the grill. It is awesome here in the celebration. This is the AFL-CIO Family Celebration for Labor Day. Plenty of food, fun, and live music.
The drums, the signs, even the Ratmobile. Union members from across the region joined together for their 30th annual Labor Day celebration. The parade stepped off near the Sheet Metal Workers Union Hall and made its way up Columbus Boulevard to the Great Plaza at Penn's Landing. Many bring their families to be part of the fun and to send a message of solidarity.
And let them know what union is really all about. Years ago, people wouldn't get into union, but now they're better job protection, they get more benefit for people, and they supply more jobs now.
We're a union, all labor laws, we've got to march together in solidarity.
Mayor Kenney addressed the crowd, speaking about the importance of union labor in Philadelphia and beyond.
Benefits, your pension, all that is a result of the hard work of labor. And all that stuff wasn't given away for free. It was fought in the coal mines, it was fought on the docks, it was fought everywhere in this country, and I think it's important we acknowledge that at least one day a year.
This tractor trailer was set up on the parade route to collect donations for the Harvey relief effort. People dropped off sacks of clothing, water, diapers, and more, all to be driven down to Texas by the Teamsters.
It's like me, I have a 24-pack of toilet paper. That's just something to start with. My dispatcher took some paper towels, so other than that, we got water, as you can see, and there's other guys that bring other things over.
They needed to help, and help whatever way we can.
So this celebration on the Great Plaza continues this afternoon until 2. They have great weather for it. Then a lot of these kids who are celebrating today will then head back to school tomorrow. We are live at Penn's Landing. Catherine Scott, Channel 6 Action News. Alicia.
All right, great party and great fundraising effort too, Catherine. Thank you. Let's switch now to meteorologist Karen Rogers joining us at the Action News Big Board with this big improvement in the AccuWeather forecast and perfect timing.
We needed a lot of improvement too, didn't we? After the past couple of days are kind of cloudy and wet. And here we're looking at satellite and radar. Absolutely nothing going on. We've got beautiful sunshine out there, nice conditions. How about these temperatures? Yesterday our high was 74. We're already getting above that in spots. 75 in Bethlehem, it's 71 in Quakertown and Pottstown, 80 already right now in Malvern. How about that? 76 in Warminster, 78 degrees currently in Center City. In the suburbs in New Jersey, we're looking at 76 in Browns Mills. Brigantine, New Jersey, 76 degrees, a comfortable 79 in Dover, Delaware, and 81 currently in Smyrna. So starting to warm up things for you right now. Yesterday's high was 74. That was well below average, and it was cloudy and it was wet in spots. And today we've got a nice high of 82, which is right around average. So that's right around where we should be for this time of year, finally getting to the average point in Labor Day. And here's what you can expect today. We mentioned the shore earlier. Great day to be down the shore. We had a real issue with rip currents for a while, but a low risk of rip currents today at the shore. So be careful, but we don't have any of the really rough surf we had earlier in the weekend. The city, 82 degrees, warm and sunny. In the Poconos, we had some morning fog, but that's already dissipating. 72 degrees for your high in the Poconos, so night there as well. But we are tracking some storms, and they could be strong storms. Now, this is tomorrow, late in the day and at night. But I want you to look at this area because parts of our region under a slight risk for some severe weather. We could have wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour with these storms come tomorrow. So enjoy today's sunshine while you can. I'll have more on these storm chances and a real change in the forecast in the 7-day in a minute, Alicia.
All right, Karen, thank you. And of course, we invite you to bring us with you as you head home this Labor Day. Get real-time traffic conditions, weather updates, Storm Tracker 6 Live, and more on your phone or tablet anytime. The 6ABC app is a free download for mobile devices. A 29-year-old man is now charged with murdering a Temple University student from Harleysville, Montgomery County. Authorities say 22-year-old Jenna Burley, who was reported missing on Thursday, was beaten and strangled inside an off-campus apartment that was rented by Joshua Huppertons, a former student. Her body was found in Wayne County, reportedly on the property of the suspect's grandmother. Action News reporter Walter Perez will have the very latest on the investigation coming up in our next half hour. Now to the escalating nuclear threat from North Korea. The UN Security Council held its second emergency meeting in a week after North Korea successfully tested a hydrogen bomb this weekend and taunted South Korea with threats of another missile test. ABC's Emily Rao has the very latest from Washington.
Alicia, world leaders were quick to condemn North Korea's latest and largest test yet. Kim Jong-un's regime saying it successfully detonated a hydrogen bomb.
Security Council is called to order.
The second emergency UN Security Council meeting in a week after another nuclear test from North Korea, their largest one to date.
War is never something the United States wants. We don't want it now. But our country's patience is not unlimited.
Now a new layer of urgency for the global community as experts say Kim Jong-un has made major progress in his nuclear program. North Koreans cheering as state television reports the hydrogen bomb could be mounted on a long-range ICBM. The latest test launch triggering a 6.3 magnitude earthquake.
It was 6 times more. What we saw yesterday was 6 times more explosive than what they'd previously done. It was 8 times more than what the U.S. dropped on Hiroshima.
Overnight, South Korean fighter jets practicing live fire maneuvers simulating an attack on the north. President Trump leaving church service Sunday giving a vague answer when asked directly about a U.S. military response.
Mr. President, will you attack North Korea?
But Defense Secretary James Mattis with this ominous warning.
Any threat to the United States or its territories, including Guam, or our allies, will be met with a massive military response, a response both effective and overwhelming.
President Trump will speak with the president of South Korea by phone later today. Reports say Kim Jong-un may be preparing for another missile test as early as next weekend. In Washington, Emily Rao, Channel 6 Action News.
Meanwhile, President Donald Trump is expected to end a program that protects young immigrants called DACA. The announcement about dismantling the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals could come tomorrow. DACA protects young immigrants who were brought into the country illegally as children. It's not yet clear what would happen to people who have work permits under this program or whose permits expire before the program ends in 6 months. It has been more than 1 week since Hurricane Harvey slammed into southeast Texas, and right now parts of the Houston area are still under several feet of water. Houston's mayor says the city is open for business, but major cleanup efforts are still underway in the area. Mandatory evacuations are still in place, and the power has been cut to more than 4,500 homes because of electrocution concerns. The storm is being blamed for at least 44 deaths. Gas prices continue to climb in the wake of Hurricane Harvey. The national average is now $2.64 a gallon. That's up more than 27 cents over the past week. The Philadelphia 5-county area is at $2.90. South Jersey hit $2.72, and in northern Delaware, it's now $2.69. Refinery closings and the temporary stoppage of oil drilling in the Gulf of Mexico are mostly to blame for the gas hike. Still to come on Action News this noon, big news from across the pond. Details on what the future King and Queen of England have revealed a bit earlier than they may have planned. Plus, battling the largest fire in Los Angeles history. We'll have more on this devastating blaze that is destroying everything in sight. And meteorologist Karen Rogers with your exclusive 7-day AccuWeather forecast when Action News continues. In Los Angeles, an emergency proclamation has been declared by the city's mayor after thousands of acres of land have been charred by a fast-moving wildfire. Mayor Eric Garcetti says it's the largest by acreage the city has ever seen. 9,000 acres have been burned so far. More than 1,000 firefighters are still battling those flames. In Washington state, flames are filling the air from a wildfire that is out of control and just keeps growing. The National Weather Service has issued a warning to those who live nearby that the Jolly Mountain fire could suddenly spread rapidly. Nearly 1,000 homes are already under evacuation orders. The fire has already scorched more than 18,000 acres. None of the blaze is contained. In New York City, 6 people were injured when an SUV crashed into a Staten Island laundromat. Video you have to see. Police say a 74-year-old man accidentally put his vehicle in reverse while trying to park outside the building yesterday morning. Surveillance video shows the SUV backing up and crashing through the laundromat. None of the injuries, amazingly, appears to be life-threatening. I can tell you, Karen and I are giddy about this one. A major announcement from Buckingham Palace today. Prince William and his wife, the Duchess of Cambridge, are expecting their 3rd child. As with her first 2 pregnancies, though, Kate is suffering from a severe form of morning sickness and was forced to cancel her royal engagements that were planned for today. So that's why the announcement came earlier than planned. William and Kate's first 2 children, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, are now 4 and 2 years old. No word on when Kate is due with number 3.
The back-to-school sale is on at Window Nation.
The video streaming player pioneer Roku is about to go public. The company has filed for a $100 million initial public offering as it plans to make the move to help it expand the devices into more households and markets. Roku is leading other industry giants like Amazon, Google, and Apple when it comes to active users in the connected TV market. And it has unveiled a range of cheaper products such as the $30 streaming box. To health check now at noon. Now that Labor Day is here, that means the fall season will soon follow and the dreaded flu and cold season. The American Academy of Pediatrics today released its recommendations for staying healthy. It suggests that all children ages 6 months and older receive the flu shot vaccine instead of the nasal spray. That will protect you before the flu season begins, the flu shot is also recommended for all healthcare personnel, child care providers, and women who are pregnant or breastfeeding. A new large-scale international study takes a look at whether babies sleep better in their own rooms. Researchers examined data from questionnaires from parents of more than 6,200 babies, and the study found that those who slept in separate rooms from their parents had earlier bedtimes, they fell asleep sooner, and they got more sleep overall. The Action News team is out working on news stories for tonight beginning at 4, and your college student doesn't need a degree in economics to figure out that making coffee at home can save hundreds of dollars a year. That's why we're looking at the best machines and beans for the dorm room. And people working at one Colorado office might want to rethink what they bring for lunch. What employees can no longer microwave, according to an official clause. We can make a list here too. Yup, says Karen. Speaking of which, AccuWeather is next at noon. Karen will have the exclusive 7-day forecast when Action News comes right back. Hey, happy Labor Day,
That's
everyone.
right.
We're here representing the working folks.
We're laboring with you today.
Yes, exactly.
And what a gorgeous day for anybody who has plans today. Wherever you are, you want to try to get a little outdoor time in you before things change tomorrow. Let's take a look right now at Storm Tracker 6 Live double scan, and you can see that we're dry through the area. Let's go on outside. My good friend Andy Dome was out there shooting some beautiful shots out here in Trenton this morning. This is on West State Street, the Ironworkers sculpture here. That's right outside of the Roebling building. So thanks for that. And more importantly, I think you see the beautiful blue skies out there, right? Sure is a great day. 78 degrees, the current temperature. We're kind of warming up nicely here. How about the dew point way down there? 58 degrees, so no humidity. The wind's out of the southwest at 11 miles an hour. It'll be more humid tomorrow. You'll be feeling a difference here. The pressure's steady and the ocean temperature is 70. Satellite and radar showing nothing to worry about today. We've got just 1 or 2 clouds out there to the far north and west. That's about it. Lots of sunshine and no rain for you today. So it's a day with lots of sunshine. 80 degrees at 2 o'clock. Yesterday we were stuck in the low 70s. We're doing a lot better than that today with 82 for your high, right around average. 4 o'clock, 80 coming down from that high. At 6 o'clock, the upper 70s. At 8 o'clock, 75. And at 10 o'clock, under moonlit skies, 73 degrees. Why not go down to the shore? We had a high risk of rip currents through much of the weekend, but low today, nice and sunny, and a warmer high of 79 degrees at the shore. Not a lot of a sea breeze there. Hey, tomorrow morning's bus stop, mostly clear. Not as cool as it had been. I know tomorrow's the first day of school for Philadelphia school kids. At 6 a.m., 70 degrees. At 8 a.m., 73. Many in the mornings we've been dipping down to the 50s. Some areas we've dipped to the low 50s, but not tomorrow. So it'll be not quite as cool for those early morning bus stop rides. But tomorrow evening, that's when we're tracking the chance for some storms. And it could be pretty strong. This is a look at Future Tracker showing at 5:30 crossing the Lehigh Valley and then the I-95 corridor by maybe 7 or 8 o'clock, this model showing. But at any point late afternoon or evening, you want to watch for a strong storm or two that we could see winds in 1 or 2 of these storms up to 50 miles an hour to the far north and west. And then the front kind of lingers through, and Wednesday's rather damp and cool. Let's give you the latest right now with Hurricane Irma, a Category 3 hurricane, powerful hurricane. In the morning hours with the latest updates, what we've been seeing is a slight tilt to the west with this forecast, and it's showing by Saturday morning a powerful Category 4 hurricane. And I think the key is what happens after this point. So where does it go? At some point, it's going to tilt at least a little bit back up to the north. How far does that go? What impact does it have in the U.S.? That's something we're watching closely. But you can see by Friday, moving through near the Bahamas and then heading towards Cuba on Saturday morning. So it's still a long ways off. Here's your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast. On this Labor Day, it is sunny, it's warmer, it's 82, it's a nice one today. Tomorrow, humid. We're watching for some late day or nighttime storms. 88 for your high. It's a really warm one for tomorrow, feeling like the heat of summer. Wednesday, cooler, periods of rain. We go from near 90 to 70. Huge change in the forecast with that. Thursday, a morning shower, but then cool with a high of 72 degrees. Friday, turning sunny and temperatures looking pretty good on Friday at 74. Saturday, nice and sunny, 74. Sunday, mostly sunny skies and 78. So we're still officially in summer. As you look at that 7-day, it's kind of hard to find summer. We only have 2 days there in the 80s.
All right. The pumpkin spice lattes.
Something to look forward to.
There you go. Action News will be on early tomorrow morning for many students' first day of school. That includes Karen. We will have weather, traffic, and the latest from news happening overnight. Join us starting at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning as we help you get ready to head back to school. You know Karen will have that big smile just waiting for you. There's much more ahead in the next half hour of Action News at noon. We'll have a live report from North Philadelphia where police believe a Temple University student was murdered last week. And despite all of the devastation caused by Hurricane Harvey, emerging stories of hope. Coming up next on Action News at noon.